Hi guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name is Kate. Today I am doing my July wrap-up. So I only read 3 books, 2 of which I have already done full reviews on, so I will be linking those reviews in the description for you to watch, because I won't give my full thoughts on these books in this video, but you can go and see my full thoughts there because they were arcs. So I made a whole video for both of them that I read. And then the other one was a reread. So I'm not really going to have that much to say about that one either. So I'm not going to have a lot to say about any of the books that I've read this month. Well, it's just kind of a wrap up to show what I've read. Anyways, okay. So the first book that I finished in the month was Holdout by Jeffrey Kluger. Let me make sure that by Jeffrey Kluger. This is a sci-fi that is partly set, well, can I even call it sci-fi? I don't even know if I can really call it sci-fi. I think it's very, because it feels more like a contemporary novel than that has an astronaut in it than really like what you would think sci-fis are. But this is the author of Apollo 13 that was also made into a movie. This book really is just like begging for someone to make it into a movie because it's got all the points of this is wanting to be made into a movie, like The Martian or Apollo 13 or Gravity or Interstellar, something like that. Because the atmosphere of this novel is lacking. So it's almost like Jeffrey Kluger was like, well, they can add the atmosphere when they make it into a movie. And we don't need to, like, feel this. But I'm reading it now. So there's no movie to go and watch. So, anyways, this is about an astronaut who decides to hold the International Space Station hostage. Yes, you heard it right. She holds the International Space Station hostage, basically, because Brazil this is a fictional, this is not actual, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is actually what's happening in Brazil at the moment, but their president is wanting to basically cut down a majority of the Amazon rainforest, and which will not only hurt the ecosystem of animals and things, but there's a lot of indigenous tribes also in the Brazilian Amazon rainforest that will be affected as well, and they're getting moved, and it's very similar to what America did to its indigenous tribes early on. So basically, she has a niece that is a doctor in the Brazilian rainforest who is helping the indigenous tribes, getting healthcare to the indigenous tribes of the Brazilian rainforest. And she's starting to get affected, and so that is why our main character her name's Wally, decided to hold the International Space Station hostage. Again, you can look at my review to find my full thoughts on this. The second book I finished was The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is my all-time second favorite all-time novel. It holds a special place in my heart. I love The Titan's Curse. I read this for Whatever-a-thon. No. Was it Whatever-a-thon? No, it wasn't Whatever-a-thon. But basically, it was for a comfort read. And this is like, Titan's Curse is my comfort. Basically, Percy Jackson and anything Rick Riordan is just my comfort reads. because they just warm my heart. And having Percy, anything with Percy and Annabeth, to be honest, is just comforting. I don't know what it is about them, but having just either one of them just brings a comfort to me. And I love Titan's Curse. It's my favorite of the Percy Jackson series. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say because I just love it. I gave it 5 stars. I gave Holdout 4 stars. I didn't mention that. Actually, no, I did keep it with 4 stars. I gave Titan's Curse 5 stars because I don't think I could give anything Rick Riordan has ever written less than 5 stars. He has to massively mess up for me to give him less than 5 stars, to be honest. He's my all-time favorite author. We all know this. We all know that Rick Riordan is just... I love Rick Riordan so much. And I pre-ordered a signed copy of his next book. So his next book I'm getting signed, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Like, I don't think y'all realize how excited that I'm getting a signed book by Rick Riordan. Oh my gosh. It's oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Alright, and then the last book that I read was Legacy by Chris Kopel. This is a horror novel, horror sci-fi-ish novel about a family. So there's this... I discussed this more because in the review, but the Hopi... This has a lot of connections to Hopi mythology and Hopi beliefs, and I don't know exactly if I want somebody to help me with this, but besides the Hopi mythology, their belief system being brought into this, it's not that well written at all. It's not great. The story is interesting, but like there's a lot of unnecessary things in there. The main character's backstory, completely unnecessary. That was not needed in the book. It's setting up for a sequel that includes another indigenous tribe's beliefs. And I didn't like this. I gave it 2 stars. I really, really didn't like this one. And I did instead of leaving the information for the book, where you can buy the book, I left sources for where you can purchase things of the Hopi tribe, where you can support the Hopi tribe if you so choose, instead of supporting this book that I don't know. It's not my place to say. Yeah, I'm not a part of the Hopi tribe, so it's not my place to say whether this is okay. If it's not, I don't know. I would like to speak to somebody in the Hopi tribe about this. From my research that I did on the book, I don't know. It was some confusing things that didn't seem to match up very well, but I don't know. But basically, this creature, this witch, every 25 years feasts on a descendant of hers to keep living on and on and on. The characters are stupid. They're like... They bring in a giant mirror and hang it up in their house, even though they have no idea where this mirror came from. It showed up at their house at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, like, these characters, they're not the brightest people they're not the brightest bulb in the box. The dog lives. Hey. The dog lives. That's the only thing I will give them this book credit for, is that the dog lives. Also, the concept is interesting. I wish there's this secret organization, kind of like Torchwood, from Doctor Who that I thought would be interesting, but nothing really came out of the secret organization. But yeah, the concept is interesting. I don't think it's well executed, so I ended up giving it 2 stars, and that's all the books I read. All I finished. I read a lot of Beloved by Toni Morrison. I read some of Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. I am currently reading as my ARC All the Tommies in the World, which is a zombie book. Not enjoying that one as much. Also has an interesting concepts. Not sure how I feel, but there will be a full review for it this month, most definitely, and you'll see my full thoughts, how this goes. I'm about 50% done with that one, and I am doing a project where I'm reading the last books of 4 series that I've really enjoyed. So I'm currently reading A Conjuring of Light. I'm very early on. I'm right there. This is the end. I'm nowhere near. Yeah, that's as far as I got. Yay. Anyways, that's what's going on right now. Kind of a TBR of what. So I'm planning on finishing the 4 books. The 4 books being A Conjuring of Light, Crooked Kingdom, Tower of Nero, and The Hero of Ages. So, wish me luck. There will be 4 vlogs for that. 4. And I've explained it in the intro for the first one, so I'm not going to explain it here, but that's what's happening. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Go be a good cabbage, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.